timed sneeze.
Yeah. Well, it's either that or, you're ordering food.
Me ordering food? Is that...
Yeah, it's either...
Is my food ordering habit that bad?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so, I am currently working on finishing up that falling log interactable that we were building the other day. Yesterday we didn't stream because I got terribly busy.
Are you sharing your screen?
Did you stream last night?
No.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Oh, should I? Let me...
Building the other day.
Give me a sec. Let me find your screen so people can see it. I don't see your screen, dude. I see us.
Well, here, let me stop it, start it again.
Where would it go? Where would it be? I don't know. Totally don't see it. Oh, I see it. Never mind. I'm silly. Okay. Talk about things, Tom.
Yep. So you'll remember that I have this tree proxy thing here that I want to make fall down specifically into a very precise location. And I am building an interactable for that. And we've got it all wired up to do most of the stuff. And I've got some debug visualizations, and you can see that I'm moving it into position now already. And what I need to resolve is that we've got it all wired up. The item is incorrect. So we're going to see what the best way to fix that might be. And it's probably going to be what? Displacing whatever the static mesh is based on its bounds in the construction script. So, what are you working on?
Today I'm gonna be working on sculpting another character for the Bandit game. It's gonna be the rat. We started it a few streams back, but unfortunately I can't find where that sculpt went. So, but because it was a fairly quick and loose sculpt, I'm just gonna start over and use this original screenshot as a reference to quickly get there and potentially improve on a lot of the proportions and those types of things. So I'm just gonna quickly post some links in social media and get going.
Sounds good, dude.
Feel free to talk more about blueprints.
Need to figure out a reliable way here to get the size of this mesh item. And I think if I just subtract the min from the max, I should get it.
Subtract min from the max.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like music to my ears. I like it when you subtract min from the max.
Yeah, it sounds like a rap line.
Yep.
I don't know if this is going to work. The great thing about blueprints is, though, we're going to find out really quickly how badly it breaks. Then we're going to set relative. Split and drag into Z. Wire this up. We were working a little bit earlier, going through some stuff, and on our own separate projects that we're not allowed to stream. And today's one of those days where I keep forgetting to wire up like the delta in the tick event, or just like one missed cable, and then nothing works, and I'm trying to figure out why, and I end up wasting an hour. Remember to wire up your nodes, kids.
The daily wisdom.
Yep. So, let's see what that does.
All right, I think I'm ready.
Good so far. You're ready to do what?
To party, obviously.
Perfect. Check that out. So what I'm doing here is taking the bounds of this of the collider attached to the static mesh, and then offsetting its Z position inside of this by half of that, so that the center point of the actor will be the base of whatever the item is. And this will work for sliding doors and for falling trees. Obviously, it's not like if we have a crooked thing or something. And that actually resolves our interactable sphere radius as well. You remember it was up in the middle of the shape.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see if that works. Groovy. Now I just have to resolve how to do this rotation thing.
All right.
Which I thought originally was going to be a fine look at rotation. I wire that up, getting weird values. Oop.
Should I start sculpting? Am I allowed?
I think you should, because I think people really enjoy watching you.
Watching
me fumble around with blueprints is.
I think people really enjoy watching you subtract mean from the max.
Subtracting. Well.
All right, so just like the very first time, I'm gonna start. I'll use the Z spheres for this, because it's just the most fastest way to block out a form. And if I remember how this thing even works, I believe it's. God, this is embarrassing. I haven't used these spheres for so long, I don't remember how they work. Isn't it sad? Oh, I know. I gotta pick a Z-sphere. That's a good start.
Yeah. Maybe select the tool you want to use.
Yeah, like, wouldn't that... You'd think it makes sense, but not on Saturday. I'm trying to think how much espresso I had today, and I think the answer is not enough.
Aww.
So I blame everything on that. So you can see very quickly just starting to draw a skeleton for our ratty. Ratty McRatterson.
Remember, kids, wire up your nodes.
What?
I just did it again, where I forgot to chain the execution path.
No.
It's like the 30th time I've done it today, guys.
How much espresso did you have today?
I haven't had any yet.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah. You know that.
Alright. Scale to give it some hips. Gotta love a rat with curvaceous hips. Real rats have curves. Whatever that means.
I can't believe you can't find the original. No.
Yeah, well, it happens to me. Might have, you know how sometimes I leave Zbrush open for like 6 days and then computer crashes and then I forget what I even had open in the first place. So that's probably what happened. But at least I have a screenshot that I can loosely follow. I mean, it was nothing amazing anyway, just a quick block out.
I'd like to see the rat be really fat. Like, that's a really skinny rat. I'd like to see it be like.
I want a really skinny, tall rat, actually.
I want a really fat, short rat.
Well, we'll have to reach a compromise. A moderately fat, tall rat. How about we have two rats? We have like a boss fat rat and like a henchman. Not fat rat. Does that make sense? So I'm not even gonna bother with hands, really. I'll just copy paste human hands via insert tool, like insert brush, because I don't see the point, really. beautiful tail. Did I post a link to our stream in a Slack? Or just Discord?
I put it in the Slack channel.
Thank you. Alright, this looks pretty beautiful, I think, to begin with.
It's actually kind of deceptive in ZBrush, like how fast it is to get started.
Well,
Like how quickly you can build an armature, and then
yeah.
then you lose your soul trying to finish it.
Well, I mean, depends. But yeah, like, so this could be a rat, it could also be a dinosaur. Do we need a dinosaur for our game?
Why not, man?
Alright, so in adaptive skin, you can see we have a preview on. I'm gonna just click make adaptive skin, and then grab my skin, make sure symmetry is on, shortcut X. I'm gonna get rid of floor because I don't need it, and start using just the move brush. I'm gonna start getting the proportions in, and we're gonna go into Dynamesh very shortly. But yeah, what I'm thinking is very small rib cage, a saggy little gut. I might want to look at the rat references just to get additional inspiration, or look up for like a stylized rat, kind of like an old cartoons thing. If I remember correctly, there used to be Dino Rabbit. Yes, Dino Rabbit indeed. Wait, no, it's a rat, dude. It's not a Dino Rabbit. Let's get like our insert brush and insert adult male hands into our rat character, because why not?
You're gonna put him in now?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna.
You're crazy. That's insane. That's just insanity. In your 64 Dynamesh.
I guess later. You're right.
I don't want to be right.
You know what? I'll just give it like baby hands like this, just so I know where they are.
Backwards hands. I like those.
What do you mean backwards hands? They're not backwards.
On the stream they were.
Oh. What?
That's weird. Yeah, you're not sharing your screen, so I'm having to watch it.
Yeah. Oh, you're watching it with like 5-hour delay. That makes sense. Give it some rat nipples.
Ugh.
What? Don't discriminate. Ugh, I hear some crackling. Why are you crackling?
Because my mouse gets hung up every once in a while because the Razer software is not good.
I'm googling cartoony rat character to see what's available out there in terms of proportions. Yeah, I kind of like this type of a proportion where the body is pretty giant and then the legs are pretty tiny. So just looking at this and comparing it to my character, I think I need to lower.
Yeah, by all means, develop a character that is just impossible for me to rig and animate.
Well,
give it tiny little T-Rex legs.
Well, T-Rex actually have tiny little arms, not legs, dude.
Well, you got the reference.
Our Cobra says hola. I wonder who that is.
Hola.
Yeah, I think the problem is that, I mean, Yeah, right now it looks like a T-Rex because the legs are so freaking high up. So let's and the tail too. So let's grab this and let's just use it.
Yeah, it's like a kangaroo tail. It's like.
Yeah, there you go. That's much better. You like how like just squishing it works. And then we can use. And also I want arms probably be skinny as shit. It's a rat. I'll just use deflate. We can also move the legs off to the side more. So yeah, what I really like about using these spheres is that I can plan these global proportions very fast and iterate really quickly on them. I like where it's going. Let's give it a gut. Where's my reference? I lost my reference, did I? There it is. Tom.
Yeah, buddy.
Say something. Tell me
Check
about
1, 2.
Tell me more about math.
Yeah, so this look at rotation is not giving me the right result that I want. And I'm not sure why. And I think I am going to have to just do the math.
Not again. And then I'm gonna give it a really long neck. I already like the proportions of this much better than what I originally had, so I don't regret losing my file. No regrets. Okay, let's look at it in flat color silhouette mode just to judge our proportions. We can make the tail much longer, because Tom likes rigging tails. And I'd love to hear him swear about, you know.
No, I am going to do that crazy floaty IK rig that you did in Maya. I just need to watch your video.
Crazy floaty. Are you judging? So judgmental. Okay, so I'm trying to get a better gesture for the body. So the angles of body parts and how it's all connected together really matters. Important stuff. Write it down. And I like to do it as early as possible. And the fact that, you know, it's very low poly. It doesn't really matter at this point. If anything, I like to stick to lowest resolution I need to create a certain type of a form. But shortly I'll start the animation this guy. Okay, so I feel like the head became pretty large and very far forward. And I also want to play with the relation of the lower body to the upper body.
Man, if Bob were just on this call with us right now.
What would he do?
Well, he's a mathematician.
Well, why won't he jump on?
I don't know.
Is he on Discord?
I don't know if he's on Discord or not. Bob, are you on Discord? Yeah, he is.
Okay, so I think I just turned our rat into a kangaroo. What's this?
That's what I was saying earlier. Like, I think a kangaroo, you know, it would be interesting, but I'm not sure it's thematically consistent.
I'm just not very good at mice, but I'm really good at kangaroos.
I need to rotate this. I have a rotator that I need to rotate by. I need to turn the forward vector into the up vector.
Vector math, how does it work? Move elastic to push this type of the legs down. Yeah, I think the part that I was messing up is the leg proportion. I think it's even it's kind of like a rat. Maybe it'll be less kangaroo eventually. I don't know. Is there any rat specialists on the stream? Can somebody?
I don't know, but Bob's in the audio chat now.
Hey, can you hear me? Can I actually talk now?
You can
Yeah,
actually talk.
you're live on the
Dude,
stream too, you know.
It's
So
it's so high tech. I'm like
political opinions to yourself.
a streamer now. Wow.
You are.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Hey, Bob, thanks for coming. I have a look at rotation, and which is based on the forward vector of the object. But I need to realign that rotation based on the z being the forward vector.
Should I share your screen, Tom, so he can see?
Yeah, you're getting an echo. You need to mute the Twitch stream.
Me? It's muted for me. And I don't
Yeah,
hear
no.
any echo.
Bob's getting an echo. He just needs to use the stream. This is like it's like the new version of having the radio on while you're on air when you do the call-in show.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna Dynamesh. Screw it. Let's Dynamesh, see what happens. Okay. Maybe not quite as low. 80, sure.
Didn't they bring in
now I
something?
can hear. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
There's there's no echo. Dude, that was really weird. It was like totally impossible.
It can be cognitively crippling. Alex, didn't they bring in something from Sculptress where it's like dynamic subdivision, where it basically like looks at the area of your model that has detail and it increases?
No, there's no dynamic tessellation. There's adaptive subdivision which subdivides your cage, but that's mostly for just hard surface stuff.
Got it. Okay, Bob, thank you very much for coming. So what I have right now is I have an object in the scene that has its forward vector, and when you do the lookout rotation, when you find the lookout rotation between two vectors, that assumes that you're querying based on the forward vector, right? Okay, so I need to rotate that rotator or scale it to be aligned with the Z axis instead.
The Z being the Z world axis?
Yeah, like up. So I need the rotation.
You just want the guy to look straight up? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, or yeah. Basically, I have to rotate the rotator by negative 90 degrees on the X, I guess, or on the Y. I'm not really sure, but I'm not sure how to do it either.
Let me pull up.
Because there's like if I try to scale the rotator, that's not right because that just takes a scalar value. It's like I need to pre-rotate my two incoming vectors first, right?
So I'm still don't quite follow what you were. Tell me more like what you're trying to how you're trying to do it. What you're trying to do.
Yeah, Alex, could you drag my screen over?
Yeah. Okay. Oh wait. I'm not struggling. There's. It's full screen. I'll go get some water while you guys talk math.
Okay, cool. All right, so basically.
So wait. I see Zbrush. Oh, there's lag.
There's
okay.
delay.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah, because you're not in the Zoom, and we're not going to do that right now.
Okay.
So I have this cylinder in my scene. This is a tree. Okay. And when I interact with it, it's going to move to the target position here, indicated by the blue sphere. I'll wait for it to catch up.
Wait, I don't see the blue sphere. I see the tree though.
It's coming. Just watch the stream.
Okay.
All right. And then I need for this tree to rotate so that it's aligned with the angle between the blue sphere and the red sphere.
You want the tree to rotate so that it's aligned. You want to point to the red sphere, like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So your lookout vector.
Right, and I'll show you what the current lookout vector looks like. Let me recombine those. You can tell it's rotating it around the Z, not around the Y. You see it? It's like tilted back.
It's
perfectly
still
rotated.
There's a lot of lag. Give me a second. I'm still looking at blueprints. Oh yeah, you just have a static offset. So you just want to add. So all you want to do is to that rotator, add another vector, and the vector itself is probably like 0090 or something.
All right. Well, how am I gonna?
So it's like all you need to do is just add a constant static vector to the final node there. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's no add operation on a rotator, right? So.
So split that node. What does it have?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Maybe combine rotators.
Could be.
And then just add 90 here.
If you split it, I think it should. It's weird. Just break it. Yeah. Okay. I would. Yeah. I think that'll work too. You could break it though and just add it directly. It's weird. See, it is a vector. I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, who cares?
What's a
You're right.
rotator? It's a, you know.
It's three. Yeah, it's three things, right? So I was just saying add that way, but that's probably the same thing. I don't know if it's off. You know, you'll have to determine whether it's X, Y, or Z that you need it on.
Oh.
Bam!
Oh, it almost worked.
This is negative 90, right? Nice.
Bam!
That's awesome.
Look at that.
Awesome.
Dude, you can walk across now.
It's
Wow.
a bridge.
It's like playing Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
They have that.
No,
They
gotta-
have the trees in Breath of the Wild. That's one of the things that was cool.
And so basically, yeah, but in Breath of the Wild, right, it's like entirely physics based.
Yeah.
So, but in this, we want it to be a little bit more premeditated.
Cool.
So if I grab this target here and move it up one piece, boom. It's a little far away, right?
Yeah, I'm still like a few minutes behind. So
Yeah,
I
we
just
should
saw it. I
try
just saw it
to-
work.
We should figure out a way to get you into the zoom.
Oh, so you guys see it real time, but it's because Twitch processes it, makes it slower.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah, but the tree doesn't have to travel to get to the edge. You can literally just tilt it, right? And you added that blue sphere offset just in case.
Yeah, just in case you wanted to tweak it, or like, let's say.
Sorry. I have to mute. Sorry about that. I can mute. I just got to figure it out.
Let's say if I wanted to make a sliding piece instead of having it be fall over. So now, like, I just want for it to move target A.
Somebody in the chat just said that we are role playing as game developers.
Say again?
We got a troll in the chat. He's saying that we are role playing as game developers. Hey,
That's funny.
yeah. Hey Bob, how does it feel to pretend?
Dude, I'm much too old to be a student. I wish I was a student. Just saying, man.
You're just unskilled students.
Whatever. Choked on water. Can I ZBrush now?
Yeah, man. Do it.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me pretend that I know how to ZBrush. Alright.
Mm. It really is comments like that just make it.
Make what? You were breaking up.
They just make everything worthwhile.
I mean, I feel nothing. Back when I was a student, I reacted to this, but I think the more you are exposed to working with other people and exposed to online trolls, you know, it's just less. If anything, it's just entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wish I was a student, but I'm much too old. I've done too many things to be a student.
Well, you're still learning. Like, I think with game development, what's so awesome about it is you learn every day by doing it, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean,
There's-
Unreal. You could focus on Unreal for years and never know it. I mean,
And yeah, especially as the tools develop, there's so much new shit.
I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to get butt hurt.
Hmm?
I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to get butt hurt.
Why would you be butthurt?
Oh, I don't know.
So adding a little bit of a chest muscles to our rat. Pectoral major. We can give him a 6-pack. A rat with a 6-pack. Am I allowed to have a 6-pack? So what are you working on today, Bob? Have you been doing anything exciting?
me or Tom?
You.
You.
Actually, right now I am working on kind of a cool thing. I'm kind of making well, I just finished redoing the ledge grab, so I'm kind of have this dungeon game that I've been working on, and I just finished up the ledge grab. I was gonna post a short video on that. But then the other thing I'm working on is a really cool kind of modifying, kind of taking the approach of the physical animation component, but making it a little different. So I have like my own version of it that's pretty interesting.
All right, so I was gonna reply to the animation component, and then I totally got zoned out doing Zbrush stuff. Did you have any luck with the amount of control that you can squeeze out of the animation component? Because last time I tried to use it for production-related stuff, it ended up just being kind of hard to control for what I was trying to use it for.
Yeah. I mean, there's so the stock one. In fact, I'm writing a little inside the physical animation component that kind of walks through it. But the stock one basically takes kinematic actors. So, like what it does every frame, it takes the position of the animation and then sets a kinematic actor, and then it uses a joint constraint to match the ragdoll's position. So you're basically a ragdoll the whole time, and then it matches the position. But it does result in a little bit of a sponginess, right? So it's not that accurate. And so the alternative approach is to use something in addition to those kinematic actors, which it goes into more. I don't want to cover it too much now, but if you're interested, I can totally tell you offline.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, definitely. What I was gonna say. So you can see I have a very basic gesture for what I think the face could be, and it's a little bit of a departure from what I originally had in my previous sketch. But I think it's kind of funny looking. He looks like a bully rat. And we can build up some of a more facial structure here.
So did you say you lost the other dude, or what was that?
Yeah, I lost the other dude. I lost my original. I have it as a reference here.
Yeah, I think didn't you have you had a hard drive die or something, right?
I think something died, but yeah, that was our original one, and it was cool. But I think I can push the proportions a little bit further. And I mean, I only spent 40 minutes on it before, so.
Oh, that's from way back. That's like September, October timeframe.
It's not a huge loss.
Yeah, speaking of that one, I've been trying to polish the rigging on that night guy, and freaking Maya LT doesn't let you have like to adjust the weights on it. It doesn't have, you know, that cool table that you showed me in Maya where you can actually edit the weights on each specific bone. Maya LT doesn't have it. They haven't ported that over because it's the cheapo version. So I may need your help to do that at some point.
You should team up with Tom. He is a Blender rigging guy now.
Oh, that's true. Maybe that'd be a cool Blender thing. It's frustrating because with Armor, I don't really care. I don't need any kind of smooth weighting. I just want everything weighted to a single vertex. But I can't. I think I could do it in my LT, but they have this weight hammer tool. But it's always, the whole thing is geared toward organic weighting, and I just want to put everything on.
Yeah, no. In Blender, you would just parent it to whatever bone in the IK setup you want.
Well, that was the other thing I started going down. It would be really cool to make like an armor kit where you just attach the meshes like to sockets even, because armor doesn't need to deform really, right?
Yeah,
so
that's effectively what you would be doing in Blender.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Like
they don't call them sockets, but that's effectively what it is.
Right, but I was saying in Unreal, then you could swap it out. So you could have like different gauntlets or a different shoulder piece, and then since it doesn't really need to deform with the mesh, I don't even need. You might be able to get away with it not even being a skeletal mesh. It could just be a static mesh attached to a socket to the guy.
Yeah, with some rotation controls and some scale controls.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, man, just do that. Don't even mess. Just go into Persona and just set up some sockets.
Yeah, if only I could freaking model, then I'd do that. But I'm not very good. I tried using it was in ZBrush even. I tried going into what's the tool called, the Z-Remesher or Z-Mesh. Is that what it's called?
Z-Remesher for
topology? No. What's
Panel Are you talking about panel loops for?
No. The tool, you even did a thing on it, Alex. It's the hard surface modeler, Z modeler.
Oh, Z modeler. Okay.
Yeah, it was trippy, but it was okay. It was just I don't have the modeling skill yet to be effective.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on a medieval kind of weapons pack right now, and I'm in the spare time when we're not working or streaming, but a medieval fantasy armor pack would be something cool to work on.
Dude, it'd be super cool. I would totally fund it if you want to like partner and make it. I would fund that like with dollars.
With dollars, real ones.
With dollars, man. Because I could use it in my game, and we could also sell it on the thing as a pack.
All right, that face is like a Ron Perlman rat man. I don't know why he reminds me of Ron Perlman, but that's just the thing.
Okay, it does kind of.
The huge eye.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, it's the forehead. It's the Neanderbrow.
Rat Perlman.
I like it. I like it better than the other one already.
Z Yodeler.
Or Rat Damon.
Red. Oh yeah. Hey, you're gonna transform this rat into Matt Damon with one brush stroke. Watch. No, it doesn't quite work out. No. Alright, I'm gonna use the hands, and I'm gonna add human hands to this guy, and Tom isn't gonna give me shit now, because I already dynameshed it. There you go. It's the rat with the human gloves. My favorite part, matching like parts in transpose.
Are you going to give this one to me to retopologize, or are you going to do it yourself?
I can do it myself. Because you're going to complain, aren't you?
Probably.
The human hands are they're kind of awesome. It looks like he's wearing gloves. Cute. Should it have big fingers or small fingers? That's what I want to know. Probably big because it's a rat.
Yeah, well, we were gonna have him carrying like a halberd, like a garden rake or something, right?
Yeah. So move topological for something like hands fingers is really awesome. I'm gonna be dynameshing it together with the rest of the body. That's why I'm trying to separate it out as much as possible, so the Dynamesh doesn't die on me. Okay, and then if I get this guy, I'm gonna clip the... Actually, just invert the mask and clip off the part that sticks out. Alright, and then fingers crossed, and let's try to Dynamesh it. And hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. Bam! Minor artifacts here, but let's see. Cranked it up. Who's typing aggressively? Is it you, Tom?
That's how I pretend to be a game developer.
Are you still not over that?
Man, I can't get over it.
Yeah. So just right into the feels, man.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So when Dynamesh something like this, a lot of times the symmetry kind of breaks, and what helps is where is it? Mirror and weld under geometry. And if you watch it when I mirror and weld, it mirrors over, and now it's fully symmetrical. And now I can go in and start smoothing out some of the issues that I was having here. Another thing that wouldn't hurt probably at this point, since I already established the rough proportions, do a zero measure and get a better base topology. And then we can Dynamesh it again and zero mesh it again. Oh, if I find out that I want to change some of my proportions or how the body connects together. So let's do that zero measure. Gonna be under geometry, I believe. Yeah, which is right here. I have my own custom menus that I use, and that's why I don't often go down here under the tool palette. So let's see. I'm just gonna leave it at default target poly count 5. Sure, just zero mesh to see what happens. Tom, are you still there?
Right here. Not going anywhere, man.
How's things? Oh,
Things are good.
Look at that. What happened here? Zero measure chopped off my tail. You see this?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I guess there's delay, but yeah.
Nice.
That's not good. That's not good. Let's try to crank up the resolution. Maybe it ran out of polys or something. I'm gonna merge all groups together. Control W to merge poly groups. I'm also gonna inflate my fingers slightly. Oh no. Accidentally Dynamesh.
So I had this set up on an lerp previously, and I didn't like it. I don't like the way it looks because it's just a linear point-to-point rotation.
I don't see your screen. Do you want me to share a screen?
No, I'm just saying I'm converting it to use an animation curve instead.
Oh?
I think it'll be better.
You're cool, man. I'm a lerp man. I like to lerp my things. All right, what I was doing? Zero measure. Okay, so let's crank it up to like 9. Zero mesh. Hopefully the tail stays. Oh, come on, buddy. I don't know what's going on. The tail just doesn't wanna stay. Why? Let's try maybe curves. Try to guide zero measure to, so zero measure guides by Groupon. And let's do draw a few curves and then try to get a flow for it. Gonna kill symmetry just so I can draw these cross sections. They're not perfect, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna mirror and weld it anyway. And zero measure guides can be tricky. What you could do is find a straight point on your mesh so you can draw this cross section and then using spacebar move it over. And then if you release it, you can see I have a much straighter result as opposed to this angular crap.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it's probably gonna be fine. So let's increase curve strength to something higher, and then zero mesh. I just want the tail. Am I asking too much? Is Bob still here, or did he leave?
I think he muted.
No.
Because of the dog.
Awesome. All right. So
I'm still here. I just muted.
Okay, I got the tail, guys. Look at that tail. It's beautiful. And you can see, even though my lines were kind of on an angle, it's still preserved pretty well. And I'm not going to be using this topology for a final model. This is just so I can sculpt and subdivide without with just having a cleaner mesh. And now if I grab my clay, let's grab symmetry. You can see it's much smoother to work with. Man, one of these days I'll get you a quite silent keyword. None of that mechanical pro nonsense that sounds like a machine gun.
Or you'll just get used to it.
Sure I will. Okay, so let's add some eyeballs. Just quickly duplicate it, delete lower, insert sphere, and then delete hidden so I don't have the duplicate of the body. And then I'm gonna scale it down and move it in place. Okay. It's a rather goofy looking rat. I think I wanted more angry, right? And evil. good. All right, let's look at it from the bottom. It really helps to judge your model from extreme angles. I say it in every single sculpting video I do, but I think it's one of those things that you can't emphasize hard enough. Inflate. Inflate is great for this type of stuff. Chest day, abs day, and most of the rest of the year. I don't know what was that related to, but adjusting the gesture a little bit. You can see I'm trying to create this interesting overlaps where the jawline kind of goes onto the neck, and then necks go forward, and then it rolls backward. So just to really push the character and the curves within it. I don't know how to sculpt the nose of the rat. I never done it before. I'll probably need to collect some extra reference, but I'll just leave it somewhere around here. All right. I feel like my clay brush is acting weird today. Do I have a weird alpha? I don't know. So one thing I can do at this point is to establish some polygroups so I can easily isolate certain parts. Let's see. Using, I can just use a mask lasso. Mask apart, Control W to create a polygroup. Mask apart, Control W. Mask apart, and guess what? Control W. And then something like this. There you go. And you can clean it up additionally if you need to. I'm getting all of the notifications today. Like Groupon emailed me like 5 times since we started the stream. At least that's what it feels like. Just quickly combining these two. Or these 4 rather. Alright, so got better polygroups. I wanted to have a longer body, but I feel now that it's pretty ginormous. Let's see if we can squish it a bit. Yeah, maybe something like that. So, what do you think? Does it feel like a rat enough, or is it still too kangaroo-y, Tom? Is it ratty or kangaroo-y?
I think there should be like a very distinct planar shift where the tail starts.
Yeah, we're getting there. I haven't touched the tail yet.
Other than that, it looks pretty good.
Okay. His tail's kind of flat and meh.
Feels pretty good for just role playing as ZBrush artist.
I feel like this joke is gonna be going on for like next month.
Well,
Little did they know, I also fake my accent.
yeah,
Because
that would have been like that. That would have the only thing that that person really needed to do after that was to make fun of your accent.
Mm-hmm. Let's give it a rat butt crack. And you can see I also have a placeholder for a little red dick. Because why not? Maybe the tip. I think the tip of the tail should be also thicker, because rats generally have like a much thicker tails, I believe. I mean, it's been a while since I saw a rat live, so.
Extreme rat physics.
Maximum physics. Maximum power. Talking about viral game trailers, I think Crysis did a really good job of doing that whole maximum thing. Because it's been a year since Crysis 1 came out, and every time somebody says extreme or maximum, I'm thinking about Crysis Power Suit.
Really?
Yeah.
Because every time you say extreme, I think of the Konami pachinko machines. Pull the lever.
Oh, no. No, I'm thinking Crysis Suit. Weird. Weird.
I'm a weirdo.
Okay, some red triceps, because it matters. And some shoulders. Just establishing, giving it like a very basic anatomy. A lot of that is probably going to be smoothed out in the end. But, you know. Also, okay, so let's not ignore the feet. I want to have... How many toes do rats have, do you know?
That sounds like a Google moment to me.
Can a rat have 4 toes or 3 toes? Because I don't want to make too many toes.
Yes.
I don't remember what the question was, but it's good that it's a yes. Making them pointy. Okay, I want to talk about blueprints because I need some water.
Yeah, man.
I burned through water
So,
like a plant. Where's the thing? Oh, one sec. Okay, tell us about animation curves. Go.
Yeah, so I just added I pretended to add a curve instance to the blueprint, and then previously I was just using the time delta coming off of the tick event, and I switched it over to adding to an animation time, which is a retained value, and then dividing that by the duration, which was previously speed, which is set to 2, which means that it should play the animation over 2 seconds. And then I had to change all of my positional elements to go from their origins to their targets explicitly, instead of continually updating, gradually updating their own values. Which actually fixed another bug, which was that every frame the position of the target was changing slightly. So, and then I just clamped the result value from 0 to 1 to make sure that our lerp still works. And then I also added this a lerp on the rotation, because it was snapping to some weird angle at first, and this just sort of rounds out, just smooths out the animation. And then I've got some curves set up. I've got a smooth, and which is ease in and out. And then doing this ease in one right now because I want it to kind of speed up as it gets closer to the animation. One thing I got to do here is put this to 55. That should be good.
Oh,
and then you can just pick your. Yeah, it's nice. You can just pick your animation curve here in the instance. So you could have one that's linear and one that's.
What happened? Why did it drop on you?
I think that might be a bug when it reads the value from the curve. Probably have to have.
Okay, well, try it again. See if it. Just approach it from. Yeah, there's something with the curve.
It's having a great time.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's probably like point something somewhere. What? It looked like a.
Not really sure at all what it's doing.
Maybe it's the lerp.
Yeah, it's probably.
Lerping. Yeah. Because this is just the alpha, right? So it's lerping a weird value. If it was linear, then it would just blend straight across. But because you have a little bit of a curve, it tries to interpolate between them.
Yeah, you saw there in the first 2 frames, it's like it snaps to some weird value, and I don't know where that value is coming from.
All right. Well, I'll let you figure it out. I'm jumping back into Zbrush. All right. Where were we? I got some basic feats. Some beautiful feats right there. I think I'm gonna stick to 3 toes just because I have a very base start for them. And I like the idea of 3 toes. I'm not discriminating against rats. I just think 3 toes is what we need for the game. An appropriate amount of toes required to ship a title. So kind of, just fiddling with the silhouette, making sure it's nice and interesting, and going into the flat color mode helps a lot. And looking at the head, I'm pretty happy with the way head is. It's kind of evil and menacing, and it's got a lot of curves. And here we can round it up a bit more. And looking at it from the front, I think shoulders can be skinnier. From the top, just straightening out some minor imperfections. Back to the basic material. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. I don't know how long we're gonna go for today, but let's. I think I'm gonna isolate one part of the body and just keep refining it. And head is probably a good idea because it's a focal point. So let's subdivide one more time and start playing with the head. I needed a more beat track. One thing I might do is make eyeballs larger. Just to push the character more.
Yeah, that dude looks evil.
Yeah. We're not gonna open his mouth, are we? Should I bother about sculpting inside of the mouth?
No. Well, maybe.
First you say no, then you say maybe.
Well, I'm nothing if not inconsistent.
Yeah. Alright, so... I like the idea of this kind of nosal ridges. I think it's a very common rat form. Okay, so he looks happy. We can also play with the chin form and add some additional wrinkles and stuff. And another thing is, let's create more of a facial overlaps here. You can see I'm masking a lot and pulling the form to create overhangs of one shape over another. And then to create this lip, the upper lip, I'm gonna use a mask. What the hell? Why is it set to drag? There we go. And I'm masking this form. And then I'm gonna use inflate to pull it out. And then smooth it out a bit. And you can see very quickly it starts to resemble the form that I'm going for, more anatomically correct as far as cartoony rats go. One thing I'm thinking about is maybe I want to play with some more of a overall head shape forms, so we can do something like this. Yeah, I think I really like that. Tom, check this out. A wider face. Like, come on, that's like...
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, let's go there.
All right, so Bob was very helpful in solving for the one particular case where we needed the tree to fall over the Y axis.
Yep.
The problem is that it's actually going to be relative to the actor's current rotation, so I'm going to have to actually do...
Why are you rotating the actor? Why not rotate just the mesh component that you have there?
Why did I do that? There was a reason.
Was there though?
Oh, because I changed the pivot. Because I'm rotating around the pivot of the actor.
Okay. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I could probably do it with the scene root, right? And then just rotate the scene root and... Yeah, that'll work.
That's such an evil looking fucking mouse. God. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna like grab his ears and point them downward or something. There, ultimate evil. Rat nipples. Using flatten to refine some of the planes here. Let's look at it with a different matte cap. Yeah, I'll sculpt in this. I think what I'm missing here is tail wrinkles. And that type of a wrinkly, disgusting rat detail. Just very quickly with damn standard. With mask, I want to create a nice distinction between chest muscles, and I want the red tits to kind of sag. So I'm masking and grabbing move brush, and just grabbing this form and pulling it down to create this saggy, wrinkly shape. You gotta be careful to not to make too chesty. Basic kneecaps, just like two indents on the sides and then flatten them in the front. This material, the shiny one, can be a little bit distracting, so let's go back to where's my basic material. I think I overwrote it. This is good. Okay. Clay. I have another 5-10 minutes in me, and then I need to go do some work.
Yeah. Same here.
Leg anatomy, very basic. And this is the area where like two masses of body masses would kind of touch and get close together. So with the pen, with the lasso, I'm masking the top part, and I'm using move to round this up, and then inverting mask, and then getting them close, and I can use smooth to smooth it out, and it creates a nice little wrinkle, as you can see. And I'm working towards pushing the shapes even further. You can see I found this an extreme angle where I felt like the forms weren't pushed far enough, so I'm just stretching them further to create a better gesture in forms. And oops. All right, I think I'm gonna call it done. I definitely feel like I caught up with what I originally had and made it much better than what it was before. Just as a comparison, here's my original rat that I've done on our previous stream. Let me just post them side by side. And it's cool, but it doesn't have quite as much character as this guy does, especially in the face. I like this larger forehead much better. And I also feel like the lower part of the body, condensing the legs and making them smaller, goes for a much better rat body shape impression. Also lowering the tail. So yeah. Any comments, or do you have anything you want to talk about, Tom?
Yeah, is it a conscious choice? The shoulders in the original are higher up and more menacing?
Yeah, I made them smaller here, and I also tried to go for a longer neck because I like the idea of just a long, skinny neck. What we could do is do something like this, where we kind of raise the shoulders up. And yeah, it's definitely something we can do. Oh, that was it. All right.
Cool, man.
Do you have anything to share?
No, I'm still working out this animation glitch. I don't know what's going on.
All right, I guess we'll see the update next time we stream, which hopefully is going to be tomorrow. This week was pretty busy, so we skipped I think a day or 2 days. But
yeah,
we're getting back on track, as always. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.